He's probably muted.
Sure,
we
there's
have
squad leaders for second platoon.
So how are you guys doing? They're just supporting
up.
themselves for
It's
Friday
right,
night
just
fights. We're just
restart
waiting for
real
them
quick.
to get all of that
Okay, you
sorted.
don't need him anywhere else?
This is just
That would be
you know,
good.
part of the process.
Okay,
Again, we're
I'm
going to
all
be
good.
at 150 players.
Yeah, if you can't
same as
slot, restart.
EU branch. I'm not sure if we're going to run
Alright.
2 or 3
You
rounds
still have
tonight
15 minutes. You guys can go.
because it is the trial period of having 150. But we'll see how this all
If
goes.
someone wants to take driver for, what am I, Golf 1, I can go in platoon lead, second platoon.
Both sides are organizing. This is going to be some sort of
Any
rush
takers?
attack. So that could either be sectors or a single objective.
I'll take it as
which
first
means it's going to be a
somebody
quicker
joined
fight
with,
for the first round of NA.
Pleasure.
It's fine. I have a guy.
So we'll just have to see how that all goes.
We have a dry pedal.
The audio.
Although
All right.
second platoon is literally one squad. I don't think we actually need the platoon lead.
Alrighty.
I tend to agree.
This is Colin from TF121. Can we bring any of our guys in to fill up Delta?
OPFOR independent.
OPFOR.
Are you talking about bringing them into the server to fill up?
Yes, sir.
Let's wait till we get the map screen because I know some people have got booted out and we don't want to give up their slots already.
10-4.
All right, OPFOR, you good?
All good.
Top 4 is going to have a
Alright,
slight
and
numbers
4, you
advantage
good?
here.
Kumbaya.
All
Both
right,
sides
for you
saying they
community
are
leaders that
good,
want
ready to
get their
go.
Guys in. Wait till we get out of the map screen into the actual game before you tell your guys that you're clear to join. I'm going to extend a courtesy for those of you that got booted out of the game. You're going to have the map brief to get back in. Let's click at the map screen.
And that is the sound of the server room that this is in, catching fire.
This is no joke.
It's not even walkable by
so
a second.
EU, it took just as long, so it's the first load of the night. The next 2 are not as bad. It's just the first one sucks.
The first
This
load
is
of the night.
faster than you.
Be prepared for a massive amount of desync at the start of the mission.
Yes.
Possibly.
Also, nobody moved at the start because it overloaded the server and we had to wait 15-20 minutes of us all standing there and talking before we could actually play. So just nobody move and let the server load and catch up because it's dying.
Alright, jumping up a channel, changing my name. Back to Liru. We're going to have the tail end of people giving me their Twitch URL, so I got to get that processed. I snuck in a little bit of Phasmophobia 2 rounds in between the ops, a pro Asylum and a pro Edgefield, and I got killed in the Edgefield because the bitch literally went by another dude and just came after me, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, thank you. But, you're not here to hear about that. Anyway, we are... Oh, wow, that booted very, very quickly. All right, so it's going to be a similar AO to what we had in the last Thursday operation, but extended. So we've got OPFOR spawning over Novia Petrovka, and it's going to be a wave defense of terminals. So what this means is OPFOR has to hit Terminal 1 first, because Terminal 1's the only one that's active, and then they're going to go down, hit Terminal 2, because that's the only one that's active after that, and then Terminal 3, because that'll be the last one, which will become active when Terminal 2 gets hit. When the terminals are hacked, GREENFOR will have 90 seconds to go back and deactivate the hack. And if the 90 seconds pass unattested, then the terminal will quote-unquote self-destruct after 10 seconds go by. So we'll see how that goes here. Barbarian will be joining me tonight for commentating, and we'll just have to see how the operation goes. Again, OPFOR has a slight numbers advantage. They've got an additional BTR, and they also have a helicopter to do scouting. We'll see if that helicopter has anything extra on it. Usually the MI8s don't get any pylon support, and if they are the super high variant, it's just so they can use the extra guns on the side. But Green 4 having Terminal 1, this is an AO we saw last week. Pretty defensible, same building is being used as well. Terminal 2 has Krona as a castle. That's going to be incredibly defensive for that. And then Terminal 3 is in a church building in the middle of Pushtoska. Honestly, I would probably sacrifice Terminal 1. I would just go on Terminal 2. Maybe put a squad or two up there. But Terminal 2, that's going to be a very good defensive area. And we'll just have to see where it goes from there. So, we are going to probably see a little bit of desync in the beginning of round 1. Similar to how EU had a bit of desync in the beginning. And we'll see how things go. Hi, Barb.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Have you seen my stream?
No. What's up with your stream? Oh, you forgot to unload your TFAR plugin, you goober. So when we commentate, we turn our TFAR plugins off to stay in the casting couch channel. That's also because if you go in spectator mode, with TFAR on, when people die, they can talk to you. Yes, you did forget to turn off your TFAR plugin. I was just telling everyone how much of a goober you were.
Hey, remember to hit P for tracers, you fucking moron.
I hit P and J at the start of every match I do.
J does literally nothing.
I know.
Said it's P, and you keep on thinking it's J. I don't know what
so it's
makes
J.
you want to like get into your PJ.
Thank you. Anyway, not seeing that desync spike we saw earlier. So that's good. Looks like that got resolved from the EU rounds. Green 4 spawning on the airfield. They've got about 10 transport trucks, 6 UAZs, and then the BTR-70 and 2 BRDMs all lined up nice and tidy for them. And you already see some people building some fortifications there, I guess, just to test the tool. Excellent. Let's go look at what OPFOR's got over in Petrovka, or whatever the frick. Novaya Petrovka, that's it. So, ooh, they have armored gases. So that's a nice addition for them. That's going to be able to tank a lot of light arms fire, a few transport gas trucks as well, and then the 2 BTR-80s, 2 BRDMs. And they've got a black helicopter, and it does have 2 gunner sights, so that's pretty nice. OPFOR, again, has a little bit of a technical superiority if we were to look at gear here. First off, we have a CSAT dude. Fun guy. I guess he got the wrong memo here and is bringing a 6.5 Kabita with a scope on it. Wow. Mr. Fancy Pants over here.
Did the script not work?
I think he's still loading in, but either way, he'll probably have to relog, or that's just a broken AI like how Arcalis had one a few weeks ago. But anyway, OPFOR, I'm trying to check. I think, yep, they've got 545. And the standard OPFOR grouping of weaponry. So 545 rifles, machine gun is a PKM, machine gun teams have PKPs, RPG combo. I'm trying to look for the Charlie 2. The MAT team gunner is an RPG 32. And, I mean, everything's looking pretty standard there. Let's go over to Green 4 real quick. Green 4 is going to be rocking AKMs. Yeah, so 7.62 caliber. That's, I was expecting like G36s or something because 545 V556, but no, they've got a little bit of an advantage. And they also have, looks like SVDs, so mirror match on the Marksman. But I'm going to be curious, are they going to do PKM, PKP, or is this going to be PKM and then MG42? So machine gunner for squad level is a PKM. If we were to go to Charlie 1, it is a PKP as well. So mirror match on the machine guns.
What's interesting is how, if I remember correctly, so Green 4 has 2 BRDMs and a BTR. Red 4... I want to say has more than that.
They've got 2 BTR-80s, 2 BRDMs. Their transport Vics are armored, at least the cars.
Yeah,
and they have the MI8 with 2 chopper gunner slots on them, which, you know, is not only, you know, it's going to be used for recon and probably some light harassment. But I'm going to be really curious to see how Green 4 handles these defenses. So first AO if you want to work with me here, we've got a Terminal 1 site in the building
Ooh, I
where
remember
last
this. They
week
use
we
this
had
recently.
we had a round and over here as well. I believe it was a sector control. The third sector was in this part, so I think this might be part 2 of that camping, because I remember them saying that this would be a multi-part thing. So,
Alright.
even though GREENFOR won that one, but I guess that's why the first objective's starting there. So this military base can be a little bit of a problem, because towards the northeast, it's got a steep drop-off, and that's what OPFOR used to get right on top of this position. So with this being the first area, I don't really see GREENFOR committing too many forces to this position, because that's going to be really hard to maintain. But I'm really curious to see what they do with Terminal 2. Terminal 2 is, in my honest opinion, one of the best places they can, you can ever have as a defensive position, simply because the tall walls of the castle make it really, really difficult to scale this position. There's only a few places you can enter it, even with enhanced movement. And if GREENFOR is able to lock those down, there's no way in hell OPFOR is going to be able to get to this one terminal site. And there's multiple waves of perimeters, so I would love to see GREENFOR commit most of their forces into this castle and make it an absolute hellhole, especially since it's in GREENFOR territory, so they can build fortifications on it and whatnot. And then the third terminal site is in the middle of Pustoka. You can make a pretty good perimeter out of this spot, because the central part of it is the the church, and you can build up some fortifications inside as well, as long as you're not outright blocking the doors. You're making obvious entrances here. There's a lot of room for people to garrison the buildings around it, because this is Chernarus 2020, meaning a lot more of the buildings are enterable, replaced with their Daisy counterparts. And something could be done with that AO pretty well. But I honestly think GREENFOR should maybe send a squad to defend Terminal 1, or just a few guys to harass, but Terminal 2, that would be a solid place, because there's so many places you can put guys in it and cause bottlenecks and just do a lot of damage. And again, I'm hoping we see that. There's the tower next to where the terminal is, when Sniper Wolf had the DayZ server up, someone built their base in that tower, and I raided it with Outcast. But they literally walled off the only ways to get in, so we had to literally, jump over on the northwestern side. You see these rocks? We had to, basically jump over the rocks as we were trying to get around into that tower area, because everything else was walled off, because again, there were only a few places you could actually get in. So it's possible, but it's very defensive, because if you just peek your head over, there's very steep cliffs, and anyone with any sort of just poke your gun over the top of the little towers, and you can pretty much shoot people in the head easily, if you ask me. But we'll see where Independent decides to defend. I would love to see a defensive position in there. A true King of the Hill style setting, if you'd believe it.
Terminal 1 is going to be kind of rough. If I remember correctly, they were actually, because in the first part of this campaign or series of missions, whatever you want to call it, this was the final objective, and the attacking team just didn't have enough steam left in them to capture this building, this big old radar building. So with a full strength team, I'd be interested to see how well they're able to do this attack. I think it may depends on how well it sounds obvious when I put it this way, but it depends on how strong they make their defense on GREENFOR. Because if they just put a few people up here, take some pot shots and leave, then then it's not going to be a contest. But they were able to make a decent last stand last time. If they're able to repeat that, then they could really put an early blow on the attacking Red 4.
Yeah, I mean, we got 7 minutes left of safe start.
Very, very fun to watch. All the natural castle and terrain choke points, little fatal funnels with all the windows and doors. I mean, you can see the same kind of fighting from World War II Russia, where just huge urban cities are bombed out and just hollow walls. So you get these kind of just every window could be someone behind it.
So we're starting to see independent forces mounting up in their vehicles. They got 6 minutes left. Honestly, I think they're going to be forced to send a team or two to Terminal 1 to just buy time to add defenses to Terminal 2 and 3 here, because it's going to be a drive depending on which objective they go to. Yes, it's nice that they have a lot of this AO here, but it's not going to be that effective for them to wait this out. Because if OPFOR decides to really, you know, take the word rush into play here and go to Terminal 1, then hit Terminal 2 while Independent's still at the airfield, that could be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, with the safe start, they can get anywhere they want to. Looks like there's some people moving out now, but...
Again, I'm hoping we see Terminal 2, like, turn into fucking Fort Knox there, man. I want to see it. Absolutely want to see it.
Yeah, with all the open
5
space
minutes.
in Terminal 1,
Chat, how you doing?
because it's a radar tower, you can't really set up kill zones. You have to set up in that radar dome, so I wouldn't be surprised, if they end up just letting that objective fall.
Decent? Good enough.
Would love to see another last stand or solid defense, but can't always get that, unfortunately.
So we've got Platoon 2 HQ heading up on his own. That is Nemesis as a marksman, so he's been cleared to go do some scouting, but it looks like they are going to abandon Terminal 1 unless some of the more guys that are mounting up now are going to redeploy there. You see BRDM taxing out. That is going to be led by Badwolf and Galil, so a TSB BRDM noise. And rest of these transport trucks are still mounted. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, Defense being the marksman. Did you ever play Metal Gear Solid 3?
No.
Well, in it, one of the bosses is a sniper called the End, and he's essentially 1,000,000 fucking years old. And so.
Oh, you can just wait out the fight and he'll die of old age. I know that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one, yeah. And so Defense being the marksman for GREENFOR. Eerie similarities, I think. We'll see how long he can last just on his own.
Are you calling Nemesis Defensor?
Possibly. I'm very tired.
Go get some coffee, man. I can cover for you.
I have caffeine right here.
Okay, you need more.
I just need to drink it.
You need more.
Fuck.
No, you missed it though, because I literally, like, right above us in the casting couch is Defensor in the TSB channel. I'm like, wait, what? But no, you so
That's
EU
why I
only
said
had
his
2
name,
rounds
like that.
today, but both rounds there were some massive blue on blue incidents, and I already got both of them edited, but they were pretty fucking hilarious. One involved 2 chopper crashes.
Oh, 2 in one round?
Like back to back.
Oh.
But look at, I think they're all going to go to Terminal 2 here. Look at all these vehicles. They're going to hold out Terminal 2 and make it Fort Knox. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I fully support that.
Element just up here near Terminal 1. I think they're gonna just keep tabs on everything.
Those were tactical assault
make sure
landings,
that,
yeah,
okay,
right?
people are actually here. They're actually taking it.
This is
they're
round
not
1,
going
Gold.
for a super wide flank like we've seen before.
It says in the mission command. All right, so it looks like they're setting up a few guys on the corner here.
Sorry, Defensor wants me to tell you that you said that he was in Scandi Recon last week, so we're even apparently.
Is he not in Scandi Recon?
Apparently
Oh, he's
not.
up there in Defense. Okay, gotcha. He was just being their +1. I get it. Yeah, no, independent. I mean, we've got one Vic that's driven up here. I mean, they could literally use the vehicles to block out the guardhouses to make it impossible for the OPFOR Vics to get in here. But they can also, like, keep a BRDM, or excuse me, their BTR-70 in here. Or they can literally put the vehicles, if they can drive them around, they can also use them to block off certain spots around in here. Like, there's so many crazy plays they could, oh my god, I can't even English today. You can take the transport Vics and, block off more entrances there to prevent people from enhanced movementing up certain spots. So, I saw this in some OFCRA ops 2 weeks ago. where they were literally using their cars as barricades. I'd love to see something like that done in the castle, because I believe this is going to be an all or nothing hunt here for defensive Terminal 2. Keep the BRDMs in reserve, have them try to catch OPFOR when they maneuver, but otherwise just hold that bitch down, and they should be a-okay.
I mean, it's for Terminal 2, it's going to come down to how well they work these choke points.
True.
Stuff like the arch on that main road going into there, all of these holes in the wall, like you can see them as openings into the compound, but defensively you got to see them as a way to concentrate your fire, because these walls are way too tall. They can't climb over these unless they did something wild like climb on top of a BTR with enhanced movement and just do that. But otherwise, they have to go in through these entrances. You just watch the entrances. There's, probably a dozen, 15 at most. You have the numbers to watch all of those doorways. And
oh,
if
yeah,
the BTR
definitely.
rolls in the front door, it's like there's nowhere
it's
for
an
it to
AT
move
trap,
if you
yeah.
hit it. Yeah, it's perfect.
If anything, the vehicles are going to be put on the... you see the railway right here? Like, that would be a good spot to have the BTR stay on the outside and just suppress inward to try to take people out of the towers. But I could see OPFOR... Well, no, it's really going to depend on how GREENFOR holds this, because, again, there's so many choke points for GREENFOR to defend, but if they bring their numbers in, this could easily be a solid defensive line. What I'm worried about, though, is GREENFOR isn't going to realize this, and they're going to spread themselves too thin around this objective. Because I'm seeing a lot of units deploying in every so angle here, but in reality, they need to keep at least half their forces in the castle to hold all these spots, because there's so many places they can be put on.
Yeah, and especially with such a huge force at Terminal 2, it's like, I wonder how they're going to do Terminal 3, because, like, all eggs into one basket works sometimes, but not every time. It's kind of...
True, it's situational.
Yeah, but, I mean, as we've kind of established with this specific castle, this terrain, what's here naturally, I think it's kind of warranted to make the call
their
to
MAT team in the helicopter.
All eggs in one basket. Defend this place for 45 minutes.
So, hold up. OPFOR is loading their MAT team in the helicopter. They're fully loading a BTR. And I don't have the pluses against the vehicles, so I can't tell you how many guys are in every Vic, but they are starting to send some forces out. We actually see the other BTR also loaded with a bunch of dudes, as the BRDMs are accompanying them in a possible scouting operation here. We also have Badwolf and Galil in the GREENFOR BRDM trying to go along the left flank, but it looks like the vehicles are being set as a defensive line here, I guess, to watch for when OPFOR will come down in this position. OPFOR might try to go towards Velilovo and then try to push up to Terminal 1 through the forested areas, but through more even terrain, so they have to go super uphill, which would be a smart call there. Also, a wide flank, expecting GREENFOR to possibly try to set up some defensive lines in the trees here. Go ahead.
Boston and Logan, they're Golf 2 for Red 4. I just watched them flip their BRDM and landed on all four wheels. Granted, I believe... No, Logan's the gunner, so it was Boston. Although Logan apparently has a team kill? I don't... it's Logan. I'm not going to question it.
Yeah, you never question it. It's Logan. Don't worry about it. Fun Guy is dead on OPFOR at base, if that makes any sense. He was the CSAT guy. So they killed, interesting. But Fun Guy actually is alive on the bottom of that same squad roster for Bravo 1. So I guess Logan was just killing off the CSAT AI to make sure it wouldn't follow their team. I guess I know they're cracking down on some rules like that, so it might be new procedure, or Logan was just trying to make sure it was fair. Either way, good call.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah.
Good guy, Logan. Oh, have you noticed
Looking
there's a few
like
people from the
looking.
501st Star Sim in this group now? I know Cholt. We
no, I
remember.
haven't because I don't know anyone in the 501st Star Sim.
You don't remember Cholt?
Scholt? Spell their name?
Cholt. He was an older guy in TSB, but yeah, he ended up going to Star Sim and never coming out of it.
I don't think so. I think
But I
that's before
know,
my time.
like his name I always
I'm a
recognize.
TSB Zoomer. You're a TSB Boomer.
I know. And then I
TSB
also
boomer.
know that we have Namanai, who's another guy. I don't think he's in the 501st anymore, though. He's somewhere else. But, you know, he's in the same group with Clown that are coming in from a different unit to be represented. But, yeah, no, I find it interesting how many people I recognize from just going through all these different units and seeing where they all end up over the years. That's part of the fun of
it's
this
good
community.
To see as a streamer, we're able to help advertise the community and help it grow. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, there is that. I was just saying I find it interesting because it's not just me, the streaming I do. It's more so I go around in a bunch of different communities, over the past few years, and it's cool to see where people end up and then where, if you start advertising this giant PvP thing, that, where they come crawling out of the woodwork from where. It's like, oh, yeah, you still exist. How you doing?
Yeah, it's like with Whale, everybody knows Whale and Whale
Everyone knows Whale. That's the first rule of Arma. Everyone knows Whale, and if they don't know Whale, then
they're
really doing something. Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but yeah, you're kind of right on that one. Fucking Whale, man. He literally everyone I know knows him. It's so silly. But anyway, Helicopter is going up for OPFOR. That does again have the MAT team in it. OPFOR is going along the left side of Terminal 1, possibly to dismount on the edge of the forest and sweep it. But this is just going to eat time, and that's exactly what Independent wants to do here. We have a lot of guys. Yeah, right? They want to play it safe, though, because remember, that AO is still fresh in other people's heads. I'm going to be curious to see if the BRDM has spotted anything on this flank. No, it's not in a position to see anything, unfortunately. I'm going to try to turn page up. Nope, that's my render distance. Okay. But OPFOR has also deployed some people in Velavolvo, and they're also trying to scout down to the south. So, Independent, I mean, they have an interesting strategy here. They've deployed a lot of guys all around the actual castle area. So probably the intent of trying to outflank any main forces that go in here, but they've got Bravo and Charlie in the castle itself, and then Alpha kind of holding the southern flank. Delta and another team, Charlie's MAT team, also on the outside with command. So very interesting.
Does GREENFOR have any anti-air?
No.
Yeah, because I was just looking through everything. So obviously Red 4 doesn't know that for a fact, but I'd love to see that MI8 fly around a bit more and do some recon. Like if they flew around and flew over Terminal 1, like they could see that there's not a lot there and dismount a lot closer and not eat up so much time. I mean, it looks like
I think they're going to use the helicopter to call in the MAT team to redeploy it if they encounter vehicles. Because, I mean, that's kind of weird, though, because the vehicles they're fighting have 14.5 millimeter MGs, which can tear apart an MI8, to be perfectly honest. But I see some merit in the strategy. But then again, I think the MAT team would have been better placed in Gaz instead, and just stay in the Gaz, because the Gaz actually is a little more armored than the MI8, but it looks like all the...
And you don't have to land it, you can just, stop the car.
But it looks like all the Gazes went to other players. All of command is dead for OPFOR.
What?
There's a ruined Gaz in the middle of nowhere. I think they played bumper cars, but yeah, Pierce, Bert, and Victor are dead. The humans are dead. So OPFOR has no ground command. You missed it though. For EU round 2, OPFOR rammed 2 BTRs into each other because one missed a turn and tried to overcorrect into another BTR, and it killed all of TSB and Scanda Recon -2 guys. It was bad. So now it's going to be up to the platoon leaders to kind of work together collectively to maneuver all these guys in Terminal 1, but I mean, this is a 50-minute AO. So, I mean, just the sheer amount of time it's going to take for them to maneuver, deploy, reposition, and then maneuver again. I don't think that's going to be done unless you have someone in the middle of it to really organize the structure here. But nah, I don't see it. And then we have Jeff out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, you also have to have them come to the conclusion that, oh, hey, command is down, dead, or for whatever reason they're not responding. We, as the 2 platoon leads, have to now coordinate more directly. And just making that initial step is a hurdle for groups like this, in my opinion, that are more...
There's a shit ton of dudes to coordinate, though.
Shit ton of dudes to coordinate, and, you know...
From a lot of different community backgrounds.
You haven't played with these people, necessarily.
Exactly.
So, chemistry may not always be there. But, oof... That is completely a shot in the foot for Red 4 to start off the first.
That's why you always have spacing in vehicles, which I'm not gonna lie, is actually tough to do in first person.
No one else there.
Well, that's where all the vehicles were driving, so I need to just start watching the convoys come in these days now, because that's like it wouldn't kill every dude. They're in the middle of an open field, Barb.
If they were unlucky. Yeah, they're in an open field now, but what if they hit a tree and they desynced into it and Arma went, fuck you, and sent them 1,000,000 miles an hour?
I'm looking around for fallen trees. I only see the regular looking trees knocked over. Oh, actually, wait, no, I lied. Look, so look at the wrecked car.
Yep.
And now look southeast exactly. At that patch of trees, not at the tree line, but that patch of trees on its own.
Ooh, yeah,
so I think that's probably what happened.
Yeah, they bumped the tree or just grazed it or something, and Arma went, phew.
Dude, there was something I saw on OFCRA the other day where UK guy was ambushing a Taliban guy. Taliban guy is next to a dismounted jackal against a rock. UK guy gets to jump on Taliban guy, kills Taliban guy falls into Coyote then pushes into Rock, then bounces back and knocks unconscious the UK guy in a ragdoll of the vehicle. It was absolutely beautiful.
Freaking Benny Hill shit.
That's gonna be a highlight one day on this channel, but it looks like most of OPFOR has dismounted and they're doing a pincer maneuver here. Not really a pincer, they're sending half of their force, actually, from the south, and then the other half is dismounted in reserve on the left side.
I just like that. They're doing a pincer. They're not really doing a pincer, they're just kind of going towards it.
It was a coyote, what's that? I might have said jackal on accident, but that's what I always get confused on those vehicles.
Put themselves out of position. They've been trying to be on the trail for these guys, and they don't realize that the hunter has become the hunted, essentially.
Mm-hmm. So I think GREENFOR, what we saw in a similar play of this is GREENFOR is just trying to scout out the OPFOR's route because we got GREENFOR lined up here where OPFOR came last time on this objective a week ago. But OPFOR is going to hit it from the rear. GREENFOR is not going to do anything about it, and then you're just going to see the massive fight around Terminal 2. You might see a small team from OPFOR rush to Terminal 3 if they realize just how much Independent is here. But I don't know. I mean, it's tough to tell who's going to win this one because of the timing. It does suck that OPFOR's command structure died to an Arma incident. It happens, though. I've still seen people bounce back, but it's really going to come down to the fighting in Terminal 2, and if OPFOR can spearhead through that, because Independent has left a lot of gaps in its line that OPFOR could accidentally exploit, and then a rush to Terminal 3 would still win it for OPFOR, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. Because at that point, kills don't matter. However, back up at Terminal 1, I want to bring this up. Red 4 had inadvertently made themselves go into a big fucking killing field. And the only thing that's going to save them is the fact that Green 4's leadership element and the marksman and all that are not in position.
Where's the kill field?
The whole compound to the southwest of the first terminal. That whole area, just like the wide open spaces, the high contrast.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like lots of open ground that they'd have to cover or have to cross. And, well, that's not going to be contested at all because Green 4 isn't even there. That's a shame.
I mean, given the choice between Terminal 1, where you could, you know, have OPFOR just come through that tree line and get right on top of it while ignoring the compound. Yes, I get OPFOR going through that massive kill zone, but I don't think Independent in any day would be able to predict that OPFOR would do, you know, some type of maneuver like this compared to, you know, the other options here. So I get that.
I don't entirely agree with that. I feel like that's why that element went out there to Terminal 1.
But comparing
to try and beat
Terminal
maps.
1 to Terminal 2, Terminal 2 is the much better defensive zone. So I would do GREENFOR strategy in a heartbeat. I'd have more people on defense though, but like they don't need all those guys on the southern push. They can just keep them in the castle. But I like the northern groups because that opens up the ability to outflank when OPFOR is going to try to put their vehicles close by to fire from range, especially with the independent mat team up there. Which, is that Eander actually? No, Eander's part of Delta 1. Never mind. Charlie is Buckets. Gotcha. But now we're also going to start getting some scouting information with the helicopter.
Mm-hmm. We have a two-man team of Pads and Santos and Lopatino. He's kind of doing some more recon.
Yeah, they dismounted north at Valley Lovo, and they've just been kind of walking around just to see where GREENFOR is. But GREENFOR has been pretty elusive to OPFOR forces so far. I don't think either side has seen each other just yet, but that's probably going to change with this helicopter.
No one's seen each other, but somehow Red 4 Command is dead.
Yeah. So OPFOR is lowering itself. It might be looking for an LZ, which would be a big mistake because they're about to fly right over the Charlie 2 team.
Yeah, and Buckets has that AT.
They're flying lower. I mean, if Independent wanted to, I mean, this would be a good shot for
right
Buckets. Buckets!
It's right over him.
Buckets is instead going prone. I think that's a major... It's going to land! Buckets! Buckets, get that AT out! Oh, this is gonna be devastating. Buckets, he's sprinting. He's getting it out. Oh, this is crazy. Buckets, come on.
They're
Buckets.
dismounting people. Oh,
Buckets,
people that
take the shot.
dismounting.
It's fine, take the shot.
There it is.
Oh,
And look at how many people go down. People died from that. People died from just that explosion.
Oh yeah, no, that explosion will kill people off. That killed also the mat team gunner for OPFOR, and now you are seeing one of Bucket's assistants, Daniel, here do some cleanup. But there's Delta coming down. This is devastating for OPFOR.
Well, that's a drink for me because that is a vehicle killed very early in the round.
Mm-hmm. So we got a machine gunner in the tree line. It just took out Buckets, unfortunately. But I mean, him making that kill, someone's going to be able to pick up his mat gun. If they check the wreckage, they'll find the other mat gun. That was absolutely devastating to OPFOR. There's still two guys up.
Is the last one up.
We've got Lion and Potato Hog. Mountain was up. He is down again. He's being the pilot. I mean, that also shows you the importance. I mean, if they had a BRDM just go along the MSR and try to scout that AO, that might have helped him out a bit. But at the same time, GREENFOR did a really good job of just hiding in the tree line here.
Yeah, this one guy sprinting, he had the right idea. Get as far as fuck away from there as possible.
Legs taking a lot of shots as he tried to crawl away. And he's dead.
Might be having a bit of blue on blue. No, I think that's just ricochets.
Looking back at Terminal 1, GREENFOR is pulling away from that site. I don't think they noticed OPFOR's force there. So we had Lion just catch someone in the open field here. That was Skelly. Skelly, you know better.
That's a Terminal 1 hack timer.
Now Eander trying to follow up with Skelly.
Reloading in a field.
And Lion gets knocked out.
Oh, he's lucky.
We still might have Potato Hog here. He's a PKP, so he's one of the... is he part of Charlie 2? No, he's part of... No, he is Charlie 1. Okay. So he is the machine gunner for the MG team in Charlie. He's got the deadliest infantry weapon on the field, if you ask me, with that PKP. If he's not careful, though... He is fighting the Scandi Recon Squad, and they are very good at hiding in trees here. We got Flying Finn, the squad leader, staying on the rear here, but he is going to start maneuvering. And I'm not sure if Potato Hog noticed that, but he's going to probably stay back. We do have a medic right here. That's Yanni. He's going to start working on Skelly to get him back up. We're seeing grenades being thrown over in this area as well. But now it looks like Potato, he is going to disengage from that position and start going off on his own. Also, Mountain has waken back up, trying to score a kill. Yes, the unconscious maneuver, and his head just got snapped as he threw a smoke grenade from his mouth. That looked...
Unfortunate.
That was interesting. But now he's taking multiple shots as he's being double tapped by Wolf and someone else on the left.
Yeah,
And
back up,
now try to see what Potato does. But yeah, go ahead.
Back up northeast, Terminal 1 hack has been completed. GBU goes off. The entire GREENFOR element up there have not made themselves known to the Red Fork presence, so they think it's all clear. They have no reason not to think it's all clear, really. So we'll see if they're able to score some shots as they leave or what they do, because between the numbers that they have, and I believe there was a BRDM up here. Yes, he was coming in, the one with Boston and Logan. So I don't think
double taps.
There's they could do some damage up here, this little leadership element team. But we'll see what they do.
I'll be curious to see if they pick up the enemy LRs and they pick up the MAT rifle, because, yeah. That was a devastating blow to OPFOR. OPFOR still has a lot of forces consolidated here that could go to attack Terminal 2, but it's going to be a much more even fight with how Independent's set up here. But those rear teams already doing a lot of damage. We got Potato Hound coming. Potato High. I'm always going to butcher his name. I don't recognize him, but he is probably going to be able to find a good angle here. Might catch some of these guys for Independent out in the open field. Damn right. This is the type of stuff where you can see some really cool shit happen, or it's a failure to clutch. Now, I wonder... No, this was Platoon 2 HQ coming up. I thought that car was there since the beginning, in which case the helicopter would have seen it and not landed here at all. But Platoon 2 is driving up to, I guess, get some more intel here. No one's picked up the extra RPG-32 yet. I also haven't seen them pick up the RPG-32 from Buckets, but hopefully they'll take a few seconds to get that all up. It also looks like they're trying to medic... They're trying to medic a dead Russian guy. Wolf and Zakir, actually, he's not a Russian. He's one of their guys. That would be Vargrant, their team leader.
Well, Potato Hog takes a knee. He's getting eyes on his targets, I think.
I think he's aiming for the two guys medicing Vargrant here. I mean, yeah, that PKP, he's got a scope for it.
I think it's like 1.2 or 1.5, but it's something.
It's something. But, I mean, he's going to have a really good firing arc here, but he needs to have a good exit strategy. That's not what he's really looking at right now, but we'll see that barrage in just a second. There it goes. One kill right off the bat.
And the other one gets away into the forest. The turn fire coming in almost immediately.
Yep, gets shot in the leg. He needs now turn around and roll away.
Ooh.
No, headshot.
Spin cycles right into that bullet.
He needed to scout that out a little bit more, and he needed to have a better exit strategy there because he was still in the middle of an open field. If he went a little more down slope, there were a few good rocks, but didn't have good eyes. Instead, what he could have done was gone a little more uphill, possibly lined himself up with a bush, done a 20-round burst, and then pulled away to the east. And just acted as light harassment, but I mean, it's good. It was a good strategy. Of
he committed
he tried.
He should have, ran in charge of the long play, in my opinion. But
it was a good try, definitely.
Yeah, a good try. Good try. He got at least one person. Meanwhile, yep, that Terminal 1 team have finally mounted back up and are pulling away. As a leadership element, I think they hear those engines and they're just keeping tabs on them, moving towards them. But yeah, it's going to be now a full-on push for Terminal 2, and we're going to see the slog of the century, I predict.
So one of the cool things to note, though, is that a large force just dismounted next to an independent BRDM. They have it really well hidden. But is that independent BRDM going to try to maneuver behind them? Did they even spot them? And I really want to see how these BRDMs are going to come in and close gaps here. But we have Pads and Santos now starting to move to Terminal 2 to find a good position. Independent has actually closed their ranks a little bit because of what happened with that helicopter. So that's going to allow Platoon 2 HQ's Marksman team here to get in. It's looks like Pads with that Marksman rifle, if I can get a click on him. There we go. And Santos is probably the 2IC of the platoon. No, he's the medic. No, he's the other Marksman. So yeah, no, we've got two marksmen, both of the marksmen for the OPFOR side working together here as a battle buddy team. But yeah, no, the biggest weakness of Terminal 2's AO is the fact that, you know, it's all open area on the top of these towers, and it would be very easy for a skilled marksman to get some easy headshots, to get some free kills in.
Going out from the green 4 independent BRDM shooting at the red 4 BRDM. We had some vehicles cross before. You see all these gases down here.
What happened here?
A lot of them, actually. A lot of medical on the ground, too.
Yeah.
Like someone got shot or something.
I don't think someone got shot. I think there's had some dumb vehicle maneuvering again.
More arm bullshit? Yeah, probably.
So looking over, we have the other BRDM chilling over here, but I don't think it's going to close the gap. It might be able to catch this other independent BRDM pulling back, though.
That's Logan in the turret. He should be able to see him if he just looks to his right a little bit more. Oh. And it's been spotted.
It's been spotted. Are they going to pursue, though? Because it's backing away. That BRDM for OPFOR could easily push up and assault it because they're tunnel vision. But no, they're going to choose to open up instead. I would have closed the gap a little bit first, but I guess they're trying to play this safe. Independent BRDM turning his gun right. That's going to be very easy to spot. Oh, they just knocked the driver out.
Wow.
Lucky headshot there.
Shadowlock might be down as well. I think both of them are down. Yeah.
Someone just woke up in there, so he's now trying to maneuver back.
Both of them are up, I think. Yeah, both of them woke back up. I think the turret might be jammed because Shadow doesn't seem to be moving it. So, no, it's just the bouncing of the chassis. But yeah, so not really a great move for the independent BRDM.
OPFOR really needs to be pushing this advantage here. They're being a little too stagnant, for my opinion. But
use that mobility. They have plenty of vehicles.
Surprise, independent isn't trying to adjust its steering. There it is. But yeah, the gun might be disabled here, and that's going to knock that BRDM out of play. I think an engineer on any of the squads might be able to repair it, but we'll have to see. Now we have the Delta team for... it's Delta 2 for independent. They're actually coming close to the platoon marksman. I don't think they know that they're there. Wait, no, we just had a flare get fired. Multiple flares get fired.
Where is this?
Over at AO2. And some people are getting their heads down, and they're all looking over there with binos. I think Independent spotted that marksman team, and now they're trying to guide Delta to go engage them.
That'd be very impressive if they did, because I don't believe.
Well, I mean, look near Platoon 2 HQ. You got two flares that the Delta teams have fired, and they're pushing in that direction. So I think someone in the castle spotted them. They were using those flares to kind of reference the position here. So I mean, that's a great use of daytime flares, in my opinion. And yeah, no, these marksmen here, they're definitely gonna get spotted by sentries looking at them from the independent castle side with all those binos pulling around. You can see the movement from the top of the towers here. So
and now we have that team going up on the rocks. Not always the best place to be. Contrary to popular belief, you stand out like a sore thumb, and it's not as much cover as you think it is. And you're just taking a look at them. The green against the dark gray and brown doesn't really fit in too well, but we'll see how well they're able to do it.
So by the way, OPFOR is gonna back cap Terminal 3, but they won't be able to actually capture it until Terminal 2's taken. And it's gonna be up to some more OPFOR elements maneuvering in to do that. We got a full BTR dudes, another armored Gaza dudes dismounting. They might try to go down the train tracks, but that's gonna be a kill zone to that one position. We got a vehicle. It's a Platoon 2 HQ. They're going to drive right into this BTR. Oh, yeah, they're immediately dismounting. That was one guy. Yep.
OPFOR Marksman team. They're being rolled up on by GREENFOR Delta 2.
Yep,
They have a
Delta,
whole
that's
squad.
I told you that was coming.
Yeah.
So now we might have Tarnfolk about to spot him. Yeah, no, they coordinated with the tower sentries. Tarnfolk just spotted, and there we go. One marksman down.
That is amazing.
Other marksman's getting shot at. I don't know from what angle. I think it's it's from the tower. That's like I said. Yeah. The towers on this castle can see everything that comes near it. Yeah, marksmen have to be very careful when they come up here, but with the marksman being one taken out, one engaged, and Delta is trying to close in on that other marksman's position, that is another major advantage lost by OPFOR. They now have no air support, they have no MAT team gunner, and they're gonna be about to lose their last marksman here.
Yep. He's rolling up real quick.
But, I mean, really good. Wow. Holy crap. Tarnfox seeing he's getting both marksman kills here. But really good coordination on comms by Independent today. I don't know if it's because Independent still is their commander. I don't know if it's because these groups that are on the Independent team are more comfortable working with each other. But very well done, in my opinion. And now we might have Daniel come up and get the double tap. Nope, he misses it. But yeah, oh, Santos wakes back up. He just needs to pull away. Just back away. Back away, dude. Might run into another guy. Oh, yeah, no, he's dead. Wait, no, Daniel's blind. No, that was Vormalok. Wow. Check your feet, guys. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? So they haven't confirmed the kill yet, so we still know he's around, but Santos has a full frickin' squad looking around for him. And by the way, we might have 15-minute warning called in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Ooh!
They're taking their sweet time.
Santos just spotted someone and took him out. He's going to have to move real quick because Independent's going to start closing that gap right there. But he doesn't have anywhere good to move to. Now you have Vormalok checking these trees here. He turns around though at the worst possible time. Wait. No! Santos getting his second kill.
Wow.
Oh, but he needs... Oh, nope. Who was that? X-Tech and One Riot coming in. They're going to get the double tap on him. So Santos getting a few licks in, but not much you can do when an entire squad is hunting your ass.
Yeah, a valiant effort, like we've seen before, but
there's the double tap.
Yikes.
So if they find Vorm, they could still medic him back up because the medic is right there. No, he just died. Jeez, quick bleed out right there. Hot damn.
I think, well, I mean, it's also 762 by 54.
Yeah.
That stuff is powerful.
Okay, so we have the TSB BRDM pulling right behind the OPFOR's major offensive here. OPFOR probably going to do a pincer maneuver on Terminal 2, leave a few guys behind at Terminal 3.
They spotted him.
And there's the BRDM opening up.
That's a miscue. Galil opened fire as the BRDM was moving, piloted by, or driven by Bad Wolf. Yeah, he fired on the move, and those shots were not accurate.
There is now a BTR coming around.
Ooh, yeah, from downhill. And neither of them are going to see this. It's going to kill him.
That BTR is going to pull around. They both have the same exact munitions, same exact ammo counts. That BTR has a second to line up its shot. The gunner's still looking for it, though.
Yeah, it's got the angle now. It's got that back left side.
Second BTR's come around, and there's the shooting. Someone just went down in that Vic. That was Galil.
Bad Wolf is still up.
Driver's still up.
Full shield up. He needs to put that shield down.
Oh, Bad Wolf. The engine just got shot out. Galil is dead.
Bad Wolf's still up. He's just trying to hold out.
He's got to play dead. And pray that they're horrible shots.
How is he? Yeah, they are, because he's not down. They're shooting for the center of it. They need to shoot for the right regardless. Oh,
There he goes. Ah.
He gets that one. I saw
You
the
can
blood
see.
come out the other side.
I'm literally watching the tracers go in and just murk Galil's body. Oh, another one in battle. Oh, God, the humanity.
He's already dead.
They don't know that. Fire again.
Stop. He's already dead.
So a little bit of a misplay there by the BRDM, but
Ooh.
hold on. Do we have AT in this 4-man team around? It doesn't look like it. It is Nemesis with that command team we saw back in Terminal 1. They have now started coming down to Backcap. We also have the BTR-70 for GREENFOR going over to check Terminal Site 3. It looks like OPFOR is mounting up, leaving Night Owl at Terminal 3 to touch it if Terminal 2 is about to be taken. He has, what the heck? He's gotten in the back area. I guess that gate's enterable or something, or he armored himself in there.
Why do they have a satchel on it?
Just in case people walk in so he can blow them up, but he that might confuse Independent thinking, oh, they put that there, but he put it there instead. That's cute.
He's also behind this.
Behind the, I don't know how he got back there.
Maybe he jumped up on the little. What is that?
There's
dolphin?
15 minutes.
So 15 minutes from now, it's possible. They're gonna have to be very quick, piercing into the castle, and possibility is there. They've spread out their fence in a kind of early warning in QRF fashion.
Oh, this Delta team is not in a good spot. It's encircled. They're gonna quickly try to pull back, but they're between two squads of OPFOR. That's unfortunate. So, I mean, that was meant to be a maneuver team to go behind OPFOR's line. I think they found some of OPFOR and decided to engage. They didn't realize that they were literally already encircled. OPFOR didn't know it either, but, you know, circumstance now dictates that,
when you
we got one survivor still up. He just scored a kill. Getting a little bit of desync here as people are trying to reconnect to the server. And now we've got Dr. Killinger actually smacking Kevin down there.
Jeez, yeah, that was a lot of desync.
Yeah, they gotta lock the server after the op officially begins, because when people reconnect like that, it can cause the server to start desyncing a bit. There we go, it just recovered.
GREENFOR and BRDM down at the bottom of this hill.
Oh man, a lot of GREENFOR
force.
guys just got murked on that one.
We get some supporting fire coming in the back, but positioning not gonna work out too well for that BRDM.
OPFOR sending its southern flank to close the pincer. We have two demo specialists and Night Owl staying in the church area. And yeah, Night Owl is gonna this is a little gamey in my opinion where he is. He's gonna be able to watch them come right up to the charge. They're gonna have no idea he's there. But he's trying to make it fair. He's trying to stay right where that is. Again, I don't know how he got in there. Might have glitched in. Might have been an accident. Who knows? But now you're having...
Yeah, he might not be able to hop back out.
Yeah, exactly. So he's just screwed. So OPFOR, I mean, they had a really good firefight right there. It took a lot more bodies than they lost. You're also seeing some more GREENFOR defenders that they're going over here. Actually, no, these are more Russian bodies on the left side, excuse me, the southeastern side of the railway. And you also have the other BRDM from earlier, got its gun repaired, now it's firing at some OPFOR forces on the far eastern flank of the northern push.
On the southern side, meanwhile, south of Bogturka, we have Alpha Red 4 and Bravo for Red 4, and as well as a BTR coming up from the south. Like we're driving through this forested area
Chucky sprinting.
that is covered with GREENFOR infantry, and Alpha Lee just threw a
See,
grenade
this
at these
is
guys.
this is why I do not like it when they space forces out like this. OPFOR is just gonna drive in there willy-nilly, even though they just had a guy get wounded because he hit a fucking tree.
And they're getting grenaded.
They're also getting grenaded, but the gases will be able to resist those shots. But I don't know if Carpenter's down. Is Nurskin there? Yeah, so I'm not sure if they got grenaded or if they hit a tree there. But yeah, 2 guys unconscious. That's unfortunate. But again, you have these gases. They're going to drive right up and get in the southern guardhouse and start putting some pretty nasty pressure on the castle. Meanwhile, the castle towers are being put under pressure by the 2 BTRs at the top of the hill. Again, OPFOR and Independent both lost their MAD team gunners, but if they pick those up and use them, I mean, they could then hunt the BTRs and pretty much toast them. But Independent has just, again, way too many forces are spaced out along the eastern side here, and that's gonna let OPFOR pretty much get right on top of this objective, so we could see a clutch.
Ooh, Nemesis gets his first catch of the day. And he's firing on these Russians in an open field near the railroad tracks.
Oof, something just got hurt exploding.
Ooh, Nemesis.
That was a
Turn
gas.
fire is, very accurate.
OPFOR getting caught in the thick of it, but Chucky trying to fire some AT in here, manages to hit another gas truck. Might have actually went right over, though. But I do see some wounded around there.
Of the castle, Strakatenko is pushing up to the main entrance.
Yeah.
And he has a counterpart on the other side coming up that hill. We'll see what defenses that they have ready, but I don't think they're ready for a push through the front door. Actually, no, they are. They have like 3 guns pointing right where Strakatenko is.
Oh, yeah. He's about to get the good old Independent welcome. You have a guy with AT standing right there. A really good Grenadier round going in.
That was amazing.
That was great. Another one coming in.
RPG's looking back where he came from. You better get out of the way.
RPG gunner for Independent just took out OPFOR. No, someone found one of the MAT team guns. Eander found one of the MAT team guns, took out one of the BTRs. Other BTR trying to pull away. Eander trying to find where that other BTR is as he's taking fire.
Ooh, Strakatenko got outmaneuvered and he's dead. The rest of his squad is pushing up the side of the castle. We'll see what they're able to do as someone...
They're catching two Independent guys just jumped off the side of the fucking...
What the hell?
I think they were trying to enhance movement on the castle wall, but instead enhance movement over the castle wall. And, yeah. Ouch.
Like, skydive.
Hey, I mean, sometimes it's just not worth it.
Trap goes off perfectly. Working that choke point. 2 Russians dead from 1 satchel.
Nice. Very nice to see those explosive traps in play here. The 2 guys that jumped off, they are back alive. Probably going to be seriously wounded.
And they're gonna get rolled up on. Actually, it says they're up, but I don't see one of them moving.
It's because one's medicing and the other one's coming around. But he's now in a perfect position to flank. He's playing around with some of the janky physics as the A1 guy, Patriot, is moving up. Some grenades need to be thrown up there, but they probably just roll back down, so cook him. No, he's trying to get a flank here. Sees the machine gunner, J-Wolf, knocks him out. There's the grenade. Perfect throw. It bounces down. Actually, might have just hit a few OPFOR guys. And now you have Independent Command also coming around. Another grenade, perfectly thrown, knocking J-Wolf back out. Wow. And the other BTR just got hit by Scandia Recon. No, that was an OPFOR BRDM. Eander getting his 2nd vehicle kill because he found that AT weapon, man.
Rocket God.
Mm-hmm.
Known for it. I still have fond memories of that one Apache.
Oh. Never get Eander drunk and bet that he can't hit the friendly Apache with AT, because you might be surprised.
Is that the official story?
That's not the official story, but we're not going to go there right now.
More GREENFOR.
Wow.
Bottom of the hill.
So the 2 guys that jumped out, one of them has literally just stopped the entirety of the alpha push for OPFOR. By skydiving out of the fucking building. He just got... I don't know if he just got shot right there or if he bled out, but either way, I mean... A good job by Hudson there. 2 kills, multiple downs.
I figured that the cliffs were going to make a difference in the firefight, but this is ridiculous.
Jackson trying to sight out Patriot here. Lets him go, though. And we're at 6.5 minutes left. OPFOR needs to get its southern group moving. But instead, they're kind of caught in the firefight right here. We might see Echo for OPFOR move in here, but it's going to be close either way. Now we're seeing Patriot. Go ahead.
Nemesis and Flat have come up to this little plateau and right in the eyes of that BTR, or at least in where it can spot them, but it's focused on the castle. Yeah, they need to get going on this place.
Patriot just got knocked out. Scandia Recon pulling away. I guess they're going to try to go pull into the castle with the other, where Command went and some other forces to make a last stand here.
Nearest is the last Red 4 that's up near this castle. He's being rolled up on. Actually, he got past.
Nemesis on 3 kills.
GREENFOR patrol coming in. So kind of lucky for him, but he's gonna need to get out of there or make a huge play. More supporting fire coming in from over the ridge. Yeah, these guys that are across the railway, they won't get to the castle in 5 minutes.
Get him! Get him! No, don't jump on him! What are you doing? Shoot him! You already had a mag in your gun. There you go. He did it. There goes the body. That's great. Who are you? I just watched Jackson put Patriot out of his misery because he was vibrating up and down. Oh, man. Now you got OPFOR trying to probe ways to get into this compound. There are a few from the side stairwell right here. But will they go up it? They're going to have to be wary about explosive traps, too. Grenades being thrown over the wall as well. Oh, look at this BRDM. That's what I'm talking about. It's also the grenades are going under. No, the BRDM is literally watching the front gate. OPFOR just poked their head out and noticed it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they got no choice. They're not going to be able to go through that spot. They're going to have to go take the stairwell instead. I don't see anyone with any AT capability in this group, so they're going to have to just avoid the BRDM. Less than 5 minutes remaining. And we have Nursk crawling around to his death. Getting caught out of position and shot by Dibrit on security on that angle. So, OPFOR again. Wow. No, OPFOR is... Wow, that entire southern force of OPFOR is dead.
Oh yeah, no.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
So it's kind of up to Echo here. They got the high ground though. They could look down and do some serious damage.
Yeah, looking behind those.
Just popped one of them. But the weapons sound so similar. Independent is not looking up. They have no idea. Oh, poor Tom. Tom somehow survived that. Wow. So Independent, they're trying to line up some more shots here. GL just came down. Carlson has no idea these guys are on the higher area. They're trying to pop some grenades around. And they're also popping some GL shots in that terminal. 3 minutes remaining. If these guys were to make a proper push, they could actually do it. They just knocked out another Independent guy, and Independent still has no idea they're up there.
Why is looking up such a foreign concept?
Hold up, someone might notice, but he gets taken out.
Yep.
And now there's a marksman on the high ground. Someone, that's T5 Bay is taking a marksman rifle, and now he's got all of the OPFOR guys out in the open here to engage. Oh, he just domed a guy about to kill a guy on the rear, Drake.
The BTR is focusing him down now, and he throws a grenade as a goodbye present. But it lands short.
OPFOR firing back. We need OPFOR to basically start storming that terminal. We need someone to go in and touch that terminal right now.
2 minutes.
But it's literally 30 seconds because you still have the timer that's going to go down.
Yeah, they have to have time left on the clock for that last
for the third terminal. So they literally have 20 seconds to do it.
Oh, and the Red 4.
If Mags were to charge in right now, he could make it. And there's no one in the way, but Platoon HQ's coming around. They might officially call an overtime of some sort. Yeah, Platoon 1 HQ now knows what the deal is over there. We just had a BTR explode. I have no idea from where. My immediate thought is to check Eander. Eander has 3 vehicle kills. Eander just killed that BTR. From a lower elevation, that's at least, what, 1, 2, 3, about 450 meters away. So, again, he's flexing now. But it looks like, OPFOR BRDM tried to come up. It got shot to shit. OPFOR trying to maneuver some guys in here.
Eander, great shot. Oh my god. Does he have a rangefinder or something? He has to have a rangefinder for that shit.
We got Mags on his 3rd kill. It's 45 seconds remaining. It's not gonna be done. He needs to basically get the rest of OPFOR to go down and help him. Honestly, if OPFOR were to push all of those guys off and charge in, they'd be able to get it. But it's not gonna happen, unfortunately.
They have like a natural staircase almost to go down. You can see
yeah, they can just climb down the side, but they're being way too tunnel vision here.
Ooh, rocket goes out. Well, they don't have a chance now.
GG. Mags, wait. Mags just got another kill.
You saw that,
He's
right?
dealing with platoon HQ. Yeah, the fucking guardhouse blew up.
Yeah.
7 seconds. And that's, I think Mags is crippled. He's going to say go for the bandage. That is it. GG. Very close. Very, very close. We got someone trapped under the rubble even. Oh, he had AT, so I think they AT'd the Vic.
Oh, yeah.
See, and now you have this one guy run in, but I think, again, if OPFOR just pushed a little bit when they needed to, they could have made it. Now, why hasn't the mission been changed yet?
They might be calling overtime. And
I don't...
they haven't said anything.
No. Independent won that fair and square. Because OPFOR, like, literally needed 5 more minutes to cap that and then cap the next terminal, but no, Independence won this fair and square.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you. Nemesis
They
ending with
lost.
6 kills, by the way. Like, they haven't even hit the terminal yet. Like,
This is horse shit.
And they just got blue on blued. GG Indy win. From OPFOR.
I'm gonna argue with them that this is an indie win.
No, he said it's an Indy win.
There we go. Okay, cool. Fuck.
Ice? Liru?
What?
Hello?
What?
He said
Yes.
Indy win.
Indie win.